All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Now, Wuchang was a video game that a lot of people were hyped for, and I still believe that a lot of people still are hyped for. But the big issue right now with Wuchang Fallen Feathers is the fact that it is getting absolutely decimated for the reviews. It is getting review bombed to the max. And I don't mean that in a falsified review bomb necessarily. I just mean that most people are reviewing it negatively, even after only playing it for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. They're reviewing it negatively because of the overwhelming issues that the game supposedly has on PC in terms of performance. Now, for me personally, I kind of already saw this coming. I remember talking about this on stream, speaking about the fact that when I played Black Myth Wukong on the maximum settings, I had a lot of performance issues. The game was laggy in a lot of different areas. The game was also crashing as well. It then come to find out, well, it's a problem with the game, right? These Chinese developers don't exactly have a lot of experience when it comes to AAA games. So I don't believe they're going to be super, I guess you could say super good in terms of performance. But now we have Wuchang suffering a very similar fate. But the difference is that for me personally, and I can only speak for me personally, I haven't experienced any issues with Wuchang Fallen Feathers. I almost question whether or not most people realize there was a day one NVIDIA game driver update for this game. I talked to a couple of people off screen and they asked me about the performance. And my first question to them was, did you install the new driver? And all of them didn't even realize there was a new driver. Maybe they have their notifications turned off for GeForce. I really don't know. But regardless, even people with the driver installed are still having issues. So we have to talk about it. And apparently the developers have also finally responded. Wuchang Fallen Feathers Studio responds to recent criticism and player frustration. So the developer of the newly released Souls-like action RPG Wuchang Fallen Feathers has officially issued a response to players experiencing problems with the game's performance. Some fans have had trouble redeeming pre-order rewards, and in some regions, Wuchang Fallen Feathers has been priced incorrectly, drawing even more ire from those eager to give the Chinese development title a try. Now, I didn't have any issues. I had the deluxe edition, and I was able to get all my pre-order rewards. Once you're in a certain part of the game, very close to beginning, you're able to get all the rewards pretty quickly from this one particular chest. So I don't really know what issues they might be having there. I thought it was all automatic, at least on Steam anyway. Hours after the launch on July 24th, Wuchang Fallen Feathers reached an incredible Steam milestone, boasting over 100,000 concurrent players on the platform. And keep in mind, all of that happened within like 3 minutes. The game had over 100,000 concurrent players within 3 minutes. And now, last I checked, the game dropped all the way down to like 17,000 players. I'm sure the number's higher now at the time of recording this video because it's a Chinese primary, game. So it's probably higher right now. But still, this game shot up so fast, so high within just a couple of minutes of release. The highly anticipated Souls-like title was first announced in 21, but excitement reached a fever pitch after it was shown off during June of 24 Xbox Game Showcase, promising stunning visuals and unique combat. But in a new statement posted on Steam, Lenzi Games and 505 Games have addressed problems with Wuchang Fallen Feathers optimization on PC, along with several other issues. According to the developer, an upcoming patch will improve the game's performance. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Black Myth Wukong, okay? Black Myth Wukong ran really shit for like 3 days. And the developer put out a patch so quickly that fixed a lot of the issues for a lot of people, including myself, where I was able to play the game on extreme settings, right? At first, I had to lower the game to high settings in order to be able to play it, but I was able to put it back to extreme once the patch came out, and it was smooth ever since. They acted very quickly. This developer seems like they're doing the same exact thing, hopefully. It seems like they're acting very quickly. They're going to have a new patch that is going to improve performance, which many players have dubbed another unstable Unreal Engine 5 title. But unfortunately, the release date of this patch is unknown at this time. And additionally, some players have been unable to claim their pre-order rewards, which the developer claims is due to a bug that will also be addressed in the upcoming patch. So it seems like this patch is aiming to fix a lot of the nonsense that is currently happening with this game. But at the end of the day, experience or not, it is unacceptable to release a game in this, in this state. It is unacceptable. I'm sure the game is going to get fixed. I'm sure it's going to run beautifully. I'm sure it's going to be amazing once it's done, getting fixed. But the truth of the matter is, it puts a really bad taste in people's mouth, and it makes them look at you differently when you announce that you're going to release another game in the future. It makes you not look good, and a lot of people need to realize this. But anyway, you have, as a gesture of goodwill, all players who purchase the title on Steam will receive a free digital copy of the game's soundtrack. And anyone who buys the deluxe edition will get a new exclusive costume in a future update. The studio is also aware that Wuchang Fallen Feathers has been priced incorrectly in certain regions and is working to correct this. After a while, you kind of have to wonder how much of this has to do with Unreal Engine 5, right? How many games have we seen? And let's say like 3 years, right? Or 2 years, even 2 years. How many games have we seen in just 2 years that Unreal Engine 5 has been absolute shit with? I mean, it is just one of these engines that every single studio is continuing to use and yet doesn't seem to know how to optimize. At some point, is it the developers or is it the engine? I really don't know. All I know is that Epic Games is behind Unreal Engine 5, and we all know that Epic Games likes to try to entice developers to make games with their engine by offering them, whatever perks they could possibly do to try to get them to make games with their engine. Still, it's just way too many games. Way too many Unreal Engine 5 games have released absolute trash. And at some point, we got to start asking questions. But in any case, I will say that this is good, that they're going to be giving away a couple of free things. I mean, listen, people would rather play the game with no issues than have a free item, but obviously the free item doesn't hurt. Then it says that those with an Xbox Game Pass subscription can play Wuchang Fallen Feathers right now, which FYI to that. More heavy hitters will be added too, with Grounded 2 coming to Ultimate Tier on July 29th and Gears of War Reloaded scheduled release on August 26th. So again, the reviews have been pretty damn ugly. All right. At the time of publishing, the split was jarring for Wuchang, with just 16.3% of all reviews showing some kind of positivity. Now, one thing I did talk about with this particular game is that I wonder how many people that booted up this game and played this game, how many of them actually adjusted their settings. I gotta wonder, right? PC gaming is more popular than it's ever been. We have a lot of a lot of console players coming over to PC, and they are buying like mid-tier PCs usually. Not many of them buy like the high-end PCs to start with, but they'll buy a mid-end PC and then they won't even adjust the settings. And the funny thing is, I believe this game starts with really high settings regardless of your computer. So you have to go in and adjust things. If you don't go in and adjust things, you're going to end up with a bad experience. I got to imagine how many people don't actually spend the time to adjust things, because you got people leaving reviews after 20 or 30 minutes of playing the game. So did you play the game or did you play with the settings? Because if you play with the settings, I don't see how you did that and played the game within 30 minutes. It just seems a little bit weird to me. But regardless, again, I'm not trying to downplay people's issues. There are clearly problems with this game. It is unacceptable, and the developer has to fix it as fast as humanly possible. And hopefully they can fix it as fast as Wukong did, because Wukong did not waste any time. It says the 7,300 negative reviews for Wuchang are mostly bagging about the game's performance and stability. Many comments claim that Unreal Engine is causing immense issues in merely exploring the world and fighting run-of-the-mill enemies. For instance, one user wrote that Unreal Engine 5 games are a hit or miss when it comes to performance, and in this case, it's a miss, unfortunately. Well, that's probably due to the experience of the developers with the engine, right? If this is their first game, if this is their first AAA game or their first game in general using Unreal Engine 5, you can almost guarantee there is going to be problems. Another question, the quality of the engine. Another unstable Unreal Engine 5 title. Why are we not optimizing these games properly and promoting the use of frame gen or upscaling to fix the issue, then making it an accessible feature if needed? Even the positive reviews appear to be tongue-in-cheek, with players praising Wuchang's appearance or some of her more revealing outfits and awarding the game a higher score as a result. So it's kind of all over the place right now. Here's what I hope happens. I hope Wuchang gets fixed. I hope people get what they want. And then eventually the reviews are going to slowly start to shift towards the more positive sentiment. I think a lot of people would be willing to change their reviews if the game ends up getting fixed within reasonable time. But if they take forever to fix this game for the majority of people, it's not going to look good, right? Just because I'm not having issues with this game doesn't mean other people are not having issues with this game. And I really hate the mindset that some people have where they're like, well, it doesn't affect me, so who cares, right? I really hate that mindset. I've never had that mindset, right? My PCs has always been a very powerful PC. I've been very blessed to be able to have and save money for a very powerful PC. But not a lot of people are like that, especially people who are new to PC gaming. And these games should be able to run fairly well on mid-tier PCs, no problem. And if it's not, well, it's a problem of either the game or the engine. Whoever you want to blame, that's up to you. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think it's deserved for Wuchang? Do you think they're even going to fix the problems? Do you think it's going to take them forever? Do you think it's going to be fast? Whatever you may be thinking, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one.